What's up, guys? My name is Kiata, back at you guys with another video, and today we're gonna do another substance review about Bromazolam. So this is my fourth RC benzo I've tried so far. I think I've tried another one. Let me think. Actually, I think this is the last one I've tried so far. And Deschlorodizolam I think I've tried, but not really sure about. So I might make a video about that one too, since it's so similar to a Dizolam. So yeah, leave it down in the comments if you guys would like that. And I'm gonna get started on this video, man. So, yeah, Bromazolam is the brominated analog of alprazolam, so it's almost indistinguishable from Xanax, right? It's very similar to flubromazolam, but flubromazolam is a lot more potent. So they're very similar though, and more similar to Xanax than any other benzo. So this benzo in particular is a triazyl ring as well. Or no, it's exactly like alprazolam. I forgot what alprazolam would be, but I just know this is brominated, right? So with this analog, I notice almost the same exact effects of Xanax. So you get the benzo feeling, you get the euphoria, the same Xanax high. I remember the first time I took this substance, I had it arrive in a very bad manner. I had it arrive in a manner where the bottle was open inside the package, right? So I didn't want to waste any bromazolam. I had to go to work that day. So you know what I did? I fucking licked that whole bag up. And dude, I was so barred out. I was like, holy shit, this shit. And I was like euphoric. I was like listening to music before I got to work. And I was like, dude, I had to drink coffee to wake my ass up. Probably 2 cups of coffee that day, man. I was gone. But anyways, so I just left a review. I was like, yo, this shit, I had to drink coffee to wake this shit up. It was really good though. And man, that day was crazy, man. I'm good. I'm glad I didn't black out. I got a pretty good tolerance to benzos, like a good set tolerance, so it didn't make me black out. Now with this substance, you can still black out. So I noticed some memory loss. About the same effects of a Xanax. Nothing less, man. It was fun. I liked it a lot. Bromazolam is fun, man. Now with Bromazolam, I notice, I guess it could be a little shorter lasting, or actually I think it could be stronger than Xanax. I'm not sure, but I think they're actually the same potency, I would believe. But taking a medical grade Xanax bar over this would probably be better. But because this stuff is like suspended in like a PG solution, usually when you get these RC benzos or just powder, you use the powder and you put a PG solution. That's the best way to use it, right? Because you measure it correctly. So like a few drops, like one drop is like 0.5 milligrams, for instance. And you take like 2 for like a bar, or take 4 drops for a barred out feeling. So yeah, it's about 1 to 2 milligrams of it, like, for an effect. 0.5 milligram. It's about the same potency of Xanax, so it'd be like taking half a bar for 1 drop of the solution that I took. And man, was it fucking fun. Now let me get into the main effects of this drug. So it's like regular benzo. It lasts only 4 to 6. It only takes 4 to 6 hours to get out of your body. It feels really nice. I'd say it's pretty euphoric on a scale of 0 to 10. I'd put, because I like it, 9 out of 10. I don't really rate any benzo 8 out of 10. Some are shittier than others. I don't know. I can't really name one that's really that bad. I think they're all pretty strong. They all should be pretty good. And, I just feel like this drug was really good for, getting rid of anxiety for the moment and panic. It'd be good for panic attacks and all of that. I think it'd be just as good for panic attacks as alprazolam is for panic attacks. And yeah, it's a good substitute if you run out of your supply and you can't get any more or something. It's not as addictive either. I feel like I've never really had much of an addiction, so I can't say if it's not addictive or not. Don't take my word on that, because I know some people are really addicted to stuff, and I've just never been one, so you got to be really careful. So, other main effects of this stuff, it just makes you drowsy, lazy, all the same effects of a benzo. Usually all benzos tie into the same effect profile. They all affect the same the same receptor. same profile in your brain, that takes the benzo, the GABA receptor. And I was just thinking, how could I mean, I can't really explain how much different this is than alprazolam. That's all I gotta say. It's almost indistinguishable. Man, I used to get high. I last time I had this was like maybe 6 to 8 months ago, and I ran out of that stuff, and now I just don't use it. I haven't got, my supplier don't have it, and so no more of that. So I eased off that stuff. It only lasts 4 to 6 hours. I'd say the rebound anxiety is not that high on this one. It's pretty alright. It's not that bad, man. Trust me. Rebound anxiety ain't shit with this drug. So bromazolam has a special place in my heart. I miss it because it's so similar to Xanax. I miss it because it lasts. I think a fair, maybe a little longer than the Xanax bar. It hits you quicker because it's in a PG solution or like a powder. Either way, it would still hit you quicker because it's not in a pill. So there's that about it, right? And the fact that you can just do, feel like you can do whatever on these things. From other RC benzos, I feel like, all right, so alprazolam going to be on the bottom. Or alprazolam almost has a similar effect profile and potency, but bromazolam was pretty stronger in terms of like feeling benzoed, feeling like you're barred. And flupromazolam would take the chain of like, I think how strong everything, like how strong a benzo is. It's basically the fentanyl benzos. So nothing really touches flupromazolam. I feel like clonazepam would be one to touch that. But bromazolam, dude, yeah, pretty much on the same line as alprazolam. So if you ever want to like replacement of that, I'm sure that's a cheap replacement. Don't know how cheap it is, but I think it could be cheaper. So yeah, I just remember my experiences doing this stuff for bromazolam. Pretty fun times, man. Pretty fun times indeed. And taking Adderall with it. I would use it for like stim come downs. It's always good to keep something on hand for that stuff. Other stuff, I just don't really use that much. I don't really use too many stims no more though. So my actual life is pretty straightforward with all that. I do pretty well with my substance use. I don't really use too many substances on a daily basis. Now that I'm getting older, I'm almost 23, man. Like I just don't want to be using that stuff for that long. It kind of fucks with your life. So take that in mind. And hope you guys are getting educated and not educated as in doing more. And I'm trying to educate. So yeah, with the substance, I feel like it's definitely safer than all the other RC benzos. Oh, I did try diclazepam. That was another RC, but I'm gonna do that one next. Diclazepam will be the next substance review. And yeah. So I have tried a few, and diclazepam is an interesting one because that one turns into like lorazepam. It turns into like other drugs during its half-life, like in your liver. So diclazepam is really, really interesting. So I'm gonna get into a whole video about that next substance review, and yeah, man. So bromazolam is, just not a long-acting benzo. You come off fairly quickly. Short-acting one. It's a better benzo for casual use and recreational use because I found it more I found it just as euphoric as a Xanax. So euphoria is definitely there. All of that's there. You're having fun. You're lit. All the muscle tension is gone. If you ever get that, feel tight. I work out, so I get like a tenseness, man. So I use these stuff for like muscle tension, and yeah, I just try not to use it too much. Just muscle tension related kind of issues, because it brings out more stress in your body, and then that turns out causes something like just stress. And you don't like that stuff. It causes some anxiety too if you're too stressed out. But yeah, man, I just take it like a little chill pill, being real. And yeah, sometimes I take it to make some music, and that's what I did in the past. I think I got bromazolam my first time 2 years ago during November of 2020, and man, I miss that stuff. I feel like some of these RC benzos are getting kind of rarer now, My supplier right now, I don't know. He can't find that stuff. He didn't say he can't find it. I just assume, or else he would have had it already. And yeah, it's getting harder sometimes to get some of these RC benzos and RCs in general. And yeah, I kind of stepped into the scene 2 years ago with the research chemicals, and this time, I'm noticing they're kind of become more rare. And I stepped in at a good time. I think the last good time, because now they become kind of rare. I feel like they take a while to come back. Who knows? But these RC benzos, though, I think bromazolam's still around. Alprazolam's kind of getting more rare. I feel like it's getting replaced with deshchloroalprazolam, which is interesting. And other stuff is going on, man. So it's like, yeah, that scene's kind of bad. So you never know what you're getting. Someone could advertise, someone could advertise something as this research chemical, and you could be getting a different research chemical. And, you don't want that, because if you get that, you might think this effect happened because of this drug, but it wasn't the same drug. And how everything get all mixed up. So always make sure your dealer has something, I don't know, like make sure you have some way to test these substances, or to make sure that they do some tests before they sell it to you, because you don't want to be getting the wrong substance and think it's something else. I mean, that's just dangerous in general, and that's just the risk you take with getting research chemicals. So yeah, you guys stay safe out there, man. But anyways, hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. Hope you guys enjoyed the substance review of bromazolam. And yeah, it's very similar to alprazolam, Xanax. So it is another form of Xanax. That's all it is. Analog of it. So it's another form of it. That's all it is. And yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, stay high, stay lifted. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.